Yo, YouTube, what's good, man? It's your man Celibate Scotty back at it again, another one. This time we actually are rendezvousing with the curves, man. You know? I missed that rendezvous with the curbs type shit. Hope you niggas are good, man. Hope you niggas are staying in shape, keeping your hands off your motherfucking meat, stacking that paper up, taking them cold showers, you know how we do. Just going for a little stroll, man. You know what I'm saying? What's good, man? Yeah. I got a topic today, man. It's about taking losses. Not giving up, no matter the frustration. I made a video earlier when I was in the gym, but the quality of the audio was so trash, man. I didn't even bother. Might have to invest in a mic for that kind of stuff, for real. Yeah, man, but basically what I was saying in the video was, like, I was taking crazy losses, man. You know? Like, I'll tell you a story, right? I locked myself out of my house one time recently, right? Yeah, and I had my last, like, not my last, but yeah, my last £400 cash. Fat stack of 20s, right? Anyway, so had to call a locksmith, coming from the gym and shit. It was raining, it was windy, cold outside. So I'm waiting for the locksmith. This guy's taking like 45 minutes to come. But anyway, now, so he's opened the door. He's had to change the lock and all this because I got one of them doors where you can't get into it, and if you're locked out, you are fucked. You know what I'm saying? You ain't getting in through these windows. You can't smash through the window because it's just impossible. You know what I mean? So he was saying that that the job was like $350, and I was like, yo, what? Mind you, I had my last £400, right? But I was getting paid like 8 days later. Was it 9 days or 8 days later? Something like that, anyway. So I'm saying to him, look, man, this is all I've got for right now, you know? But I weren't trying to take the piss out of him, man, because he did the job, you know what I mean? But it was I guess it was that price because of the 24-hour locksmith. Because, you know, I'll be going to the gym early and stuff, man. So it was 24-hour locksmith, you know? And the lock had to be changed, and it was an expensive lock because of the door that I've got in my house, right? So he wanted like $370 for the job. I said, look, I can't give you that, man. I got my last £400. I can give you £200 right now, £300, whatever, and then you can come back next week for the rest. You know what I mean? I said, you got my number. If you want to call the police, I understand. You know what I mean? Anyway, that being said, man, I was trying not to, I wasn't getting emotional, but I was thinking to myself, man, this is my last paper. How am I going to fucking survive? But I was thinking, fuck. So I gave him like majority of the paper. So I said to him, look, come back in 10 days, I got you, man. You know what I mean? I'll give you the rest. So he come back, I gave him the rest. But listen, man, in that moment, I felt like, how many more fucking losses am I gonna take, man? I don't, look, man, it's been a while since I had that feeling in my chest where, you know what, just fuck this, man. Some bullshit, you know what I mean? And I live in London, you know what I mean? They don't give a fuck about a man in London like that, man. If you're homeless, your landlord ain't coming out to do shit for you, bro. You know, so I was literally stuck, and I had to pay the locksmith. Yeah, I had to call the locksmith. because I was not getting back in my house. It was raining, it was windy outside, it was cold as a motherfucker. You know what I mean? So I literally had to spend my last paper, man. Like, that was a hard fucking decision, man. Like, that shit hurt, you know what I mean? Like, I would have been up. Because like I said, I had my last £400, my last cash, you know what I mean? So 10 days on from that, I would have got paper again. Another big stack of paper. You know what I mean? I was on a roll, man. And this shit just happened. Knocked me right back down to zero again, man. Or square one. Like, that shit fucking hurt, man. You know what I mean? And this was like after I had my surgery and shit. So I was just in no mood for this life, man. You know what I mean? But that was a story about that, you know what I mean? You know, as men, bro, I don't know where you guys live, man. You know what I mean? My viewers, subscribers. But that's just gonna be what happens as men, bro. There's gonna be so much times where life punches you in your mouth, you know what I mean? And you feel like, you know what? Like, fuck it all, you know what I mean? And at that moment, when that shit happened, bro, and I knew I couldn't call my landlord because they won't give a fuck. Because last time I got myself out of my house, my landlord told me it ain't no problem. I said, yeah? Alright, cool. When you ask him for the rent, I'm gonna say the same shit. So, in that moment, I understood why some men just go cold, completely cold, and just don't give a fuck about nothing. Because in that moment, I was thinking to myself, bruv, this is my last paper. But I didn't want to start turning into that guy that starts cocking back fingers and asking for bread and stuff like that, you know what I mean? So I was just trying not to be that guy, man. Just trying not to turn cold-hearted and shit. Trying to remain pure. But as men, we're going to go through a lot of shit in life, man. A lot of stuff going to happen to us. A lot of obstacles and adversities and shit. But ultimately, what I'm saying, man, I got through that shit like I got through a lot of shit, you know? You're gonna have a choice. You just throw in the towel and ultimately become one of them people living on the street, drinking out of wine bottles and beer cans and stuff. Or do you keep pushing forward and fight back and not give up on yourself? This shit's hard, man, you know what I mean? And as you can see from the video I said earlier, I've been through shit where doctors looked me in my motherfucking face and said, look, man, you're never gonna walk again. You know what I mean? What's up, cat? Yeah, man. Like, I've been through some serious shit in my life, man. Just turning the walk again and stuff like that, you know what I mean? Something happened when I was younger. Doctors told my mum he'll be a vegetable, you gotta take care of him from here on out. He ain't gonna move again. But so many times I've refused to throw the towel in life, man. That's why I personally think life and death is a choice. You know what I mean? If you're just sitting down waiting for death, death is gonna come for you. I shit you not. You know what I mean? But if you're just someone who's gonna fight back and say, I refuse to let life break me, you'll be surprised what you can rebuild, man. You know what I mean? Like, I've had so many doctors tell me some bullshit, man. Things that happened. You know what I mean? The reason I had to have surgery on my foot, brothers, is because I was doing some bullshit. I was in the wrong place at the wrong time with the wrong jackasses, man. But it was totally my fault, you know what I mean? I'm gonna tell you the story, though. Like, I was with some donuts, man. Because there's someone I used to chill with. Someone that was older than me, right? So this guy is running around with some other dickheads, and that night they were trying to steal mopeds and shit. I can't tell you to this day what I was doing. I didn't try to steal nothing, but I was just there, you know what I mean? And if God took my life that day, I would have said, you know what, I understand, fair enough, because I deserved that. So the reason I had to have surgery on my foot was because, cut a long story short, right? Anyway, we were stealing the mopeds, trying to steal the mopeds, and they must have went to the wrong person's yard and tried to get one of them bikes, right? The bike was not budging. I think it was a big bike, like an R1 or something, or a big ped. Can't remember, it was like 5-6 years ago. So anyway, now, what had happened is, they was all laughing like they got away with some shit. They didn't get the bike, but they was in a good ass mood, right? So one of the guys whose house it was that they just tried to get the bike from, my man's drive right behind me. I was in the back of a bike, right? I wasn't riding the ped, I was on the back of it. And you know, on the ped you got the little handles at the back. So this guy is ducking behind us, driving fast, right? Trying to look us off the bike. Like, I remember this shit so vividly, man. One of my most nervous moments in my life. Right? So he's driving a black Audi, but he's ducking. You can tell he had an S range. Because what I can hear is switching gears, crazy. And the guy that's driving the ped, I'm on the back of the ped. The guy that's driving the ped, he can't drive his shit. All he can do is rev, you know what I mean? You know how guys with peds are, man. All they can do is just fucking rev the engine and pull back the throttle. So we're driving so fast, ducking in and out of traffic, trying not to get slicked down by the bike. I mean by the car, right? His helmet flew off his head, so I've caught his helmet. So I'm holding onto the back of the bike with one hand, right? And I'm holding onto his helmet at the same time. Like, picture this. So I'm trying to keep my balance on the back of the bike because I'm unstable as it is. I'm rocking back and forth and shit. He's going over fucking speed bumps all crazy. The car is not letting up. Like, he is trying to kill us, bruv. Like, real shit. You know what I mean? My man's driving fast, hanging out the window. When I catch you, man, you're fucked. Talking a madness. So I'm like, you know what? Anyway. So, you know the pavements, right? You've got the slope where you can go up with a wheelchair or something like that. And then you got the hard part of the pavement. So this dickhead riding the bike now, driving the bike, he's crashed into the fucking pavement. Somehow we got away from the fucking car for like 2 minutes. But if he could drive properly, if he could ride the bike properly, would have made it away from the situation a little bit. So he's crashed the ped, right? I've flown off the bike maybe about I would say 30 meters, right? 30 yards. That's how far I've flown off the bike. I don't know how I didn't bust my head. Only God can tell you how I didn't fuck up my back, break my back, all these kind of things, right? Anyway, so I flew off the bike. I've flown far off the bike, landed on the floor. The ped landed on my foot, boop, dropped on my foot. Ped landed on my foot. So I'm trying to get the ped off my foot, right? Walking past the school, 1 second. Are you okay? Yeah, man, the bike's landed on my foot, right? So imagine this is a ped, you know what I mean? And peds ain't light. So the bike's landed on my foot now. So I've had to drag my foot from underneath the bike because I couldn't get the bike up because it's that heavy. Plus I'm fucked because I just flew off the bike and shit. Anyway, so I've dragged my foot from under the bike, right? Under the ped. And my trainer got stuck because that's how it was lodged on my foot. So whatever blood loss happened in that minute, my foot cut off circulation and shit. My foot has just swollen up instantly, to the point where I couldn't even put my trainer back on because that's how swollen my foot was. Plus it was painful and shit. Anyway, so shit ain't over yet. Because the guy found us, caught back up with us, right? So, this guy I was in the front of the bike with, he just kept it moving. You know what I mean? He didn't think about nothing to do with anything to do with me. He just ran off. As soon as the car pulled up, he just kept it moving. He's bolted out, right? So, I'm hopping, trying to find somewhere to hide, right? So, I found the one little corner. Then I found a guy who ran off. I'm like, yo, what you doing? Blah, blah, blah. And he was like, bruv, just find somewhere to hide. And you know what I mean? Shut up. So all I've heard was, when I found you, man, you're fucking dead. Anyway, so now my heart rate's up. I ain't got nothing on me to defend myself. Can't shoot back. Can't do shit. So I'm just hiding in a bush somewhere. Chilling. So I've heard the guy walking towards. Listen, this is definitely the Most High, right? Because he's walking towards me. I can hear his footsteps. He's cocked back the gun already. All I've heard was, hey, yo, fuck all that, let's go, let's go. So his brethren's called him back now. He's run back to his car now. Listen, that night, I could have and would have got my head blown off. And I would have completely understood why I got that done to me. That's why I had to have the surgery, because my foot turned black. And then at the time I was living at my mum's yard. Actually, I weren't. I went back to my mum's yard. And then my foot turned black, like up to my ankles, innit? So, and then she was talking about it's gonna have to get amputated and stuff like this, because it went black, completely black. Listen, I don't know what kind of blood loss that was, but it was a madness. And I was like, no, don't say all that, man. So a couple weeks go past now, the colours return back to my foot. Back to my foot now. One sec, crossing the street. Get licked over and shit. Yeah, so I made it out of that alive, somehow. You know what I mean? God protecting me and all that. So my foot's healed up. About a month later, I'm walking again, because my body heals fast, you know what I mean? So ever since then, it's like every year my foot's been doing something, and the same foot, and I know it's because of that bike incident. You know what I mean? That's why I had to have the surgery last year, because I finally got it looked at. You know what I mean? Got it operated on. So many things I've had to deal with, man. Self-inflicted dumbass shit. Chilling with dumbass people that I shouldn't have been chilling with. What I'm saying, brothers, is things are gonna happen, man. You know what I mean? If you got a cushy, sheltered life, then I don't know, you know what I mean? But if you're a man that God seems to love, bruv, and you say you love the Most High is gonna challenge you on that, you know what I mean? He's gonna put you through the paces. Just like the locksmith the other day, or the time I got locked out of my house. I had to think of something, man, and just chill and sit down with that anger and stress and pain, because that was careless, me leaving my keys in the house. You know what I mean? It was my fault. So many shit that's happened because of my carelessness. The other day I lost my phone on the bus and shit. That was a loss, you know what I mean? Just after I got my MacBook as well, left my iPhone in the bus. So I was about to be on some Steven Spielberg type shit. Lost the phone. Loss after loss after loss after loss after loss. You know what I mean? Loss in my family, my dad dying, my granddad dying, like all in the same, like all in this, like, was it a year? Within 6 months of each other. So, you know when you just think to yourself, you know what, man, fuck everything can fuck off. But somehow, bruv, the sun comes up again, you know what I mean? And then time just goes on. You gotta keep moving, man. You can't give up on yourself. Things are gonna happen. You're either gonna choose to let that anger stress you out and do some dumb shit. That's what I was saying in the gym earlier, before. What I was saying is, if I never had the gym, or my Muay Thai, or my boxing, I would have done some shit a long time ago, I'm probably sure. You know what I mean? Pretty sure. Because I'm not an emotional person like that, but at what point do you fucking just do a madness, you know what I mean? But I've learned to control myself very well, man. You know what I mean? Whatever you guys are dealing with in your lives, just keep your head up, man. A lot of shit's gonna happen to you. Don't be a quitter. Don't give up on yourselves. You know what I mean? If you cry, you cry, man. It is what it is. There ain't no shame in the game. Shit happens, you know what I mean? Just stay strong. Believe in yourself. And keep pushing forward, man. Alright? Celibate Scotty, I'm gone.